And our next guest comes to us all the way from Uganda, from Makerere University in Uganda. Jolly, good afternoon. Welcome to GIBS. Welcome to South Africa. Let me ask you to start off by telling us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you. I'm Jolly. I offer scholarship at Makerere University Business School, Uganda, East Africa. And I'm reading for my PhD at Wits Business School.
Our neighbours here in Johannesburg, so not your first trip to South Africa by a long chalk. Now, coming to this conference now, what were your expectations?
Well, my expectation in this conference is to make a network of a community of researchers, those scholars who have been there before, how they do it, and see how we can partner to learn and research together as a way of improving our teaching in business schools in the world. And
have you, we're halfway through the conference, but have you at this stage been able to achieve that?
Yeah, I've been able to achieve that. I've met a number of scholars. I've been reading their articles in journals, and to meet them physically has been a delight.
Has it helped in your PhD?
Greatly, because you are able to see how they do it and how we can compare and contrast what is done in the north and in the south.
Now, what about the images that you've seen? As we've said, not your first visit to South Africa, but from the conference, is there something that stands out that you're going to be taking back to Uganda?
Yes, a number of learning points.
Such as?
I've been able to meet a number of scholars. They have already developed materials which are lacking in my own place of work. And so I'm taking some of those materials or accessing their website. Free access. They are giving us opportunity to use those materials to improve our teaching and then compare them and make our own cases on how we can improve in our local institutions.
And what about members of the Academy of Management, North Americans, Europeans? What about their view of Africa? Do you think they're willing to learn from Africa?
Greatly. They are willing to learn our way of things, the way we do things, in comparison to the perceptions, cultural differences. Do we perceive things in the same way? We, to some extent, depended on borrowing from their cases, but to what extent can these cases be applied in our own situations? So they are willing to have that comparison. For instance, we've considered like work and the family balance. Whereas some of us depend on extended families to support us when we go to work. What is it the other side when you cannot have those services? To what extent can we have interventions that can apply to our situations?
And also, does classical or Western management theory always fit Africa?
Well, may not fully fit. You have to see what works and what doesn't work in order to use it appropriately in your own environment.
Charlie, thank you.
Glad to.